Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class. Myself, Professor Gaurang Patel from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, NAVSARI. Okay, today I am going to give you a brief introduction about your subject, design of AC machine. Okay, first of all, we will going through the GTU teaching scheme and syllabus so you can make yourself prepared for this subject. Through the syllabus you can able to understand what are the topics covered in the subject, which content you will going to learn from each chapter, what are the reference books you have to use for this subject, etc. The name suggests itself that this subject is based on design of AC machine. In previous semester, you learned about different AC machines like three-phase induction motor, single-phase induction motor, synchronous motor, etc. So, in that, you found that basically three main parts of machine, that is stator, rotor, and the windings. Okay, you learn about the basic principles and working of those parts. Now you will learn about the design of these parts, different dimensions which you have to consider during the design, etc. Okay, so before we moving further in depth of this subject, we will going through the GTU teaching scheme and the syllabus of your subject. So in front of you, there is the detailed teaching scheme of design of AC machine, which is having the subject code of 2170909. Okay, so you can see in the teaching scheme, we will see through it. Okay, so in the teaching scheme there is we can see this lecture 3 hours or 3 lectures per a week. One lab is conducted through a week. And over here, this shows you the detailed examination mark scheme, which is splitted into theory marks as well as the practical marks. Okay, so here we can see there is an external examination is going on, which is having a 70 marks, and internal assessment, which includes PA, that stands for progressive assessment, and ALA, that stands for active learning assessment. So all of together, which is having 100 marks, and practical marks, which is splitted once again ESE and OAP. That is ESE, that stand for external examination, that is 20 marks, open-ended problem, that is 10 marks, and there is PA, which is stands for progressive assessment, which includes 20 marks. So total there is 150 mark subjects your design of AC machine. Okay, now we will going to see the detailed teaching scheme and detailed contents that you are going to be learn in this subject. So it is having basically there is a 4 main chapters are there, and this is the first chapter which shows you, that is design of three-phase induction motor. Okay, which includes the contents main dimensions. Okay, I will show you through this pointer so you can make it better understand. That is the main dimension, which includes output equation, choice of specific loadings, separation of D and L. Then next, that is stator design, which is having stator winding design, calculation of number of turns per phase, conductors area, shape of the stator slots, area of stator slots, stator design, depth of stator core, length of air gap, numerical problems related to above topics. These are in the parts of stator design. Okay, so now we will see what includes in the rotor design. Simply, that is a squirrel cage rotor, selection of number of rotor slots, effect of harmonics and choice of rotor slots to minimize harmonics, vibration, noise and voltage ripples, rules for selecting number of rotor slots, methods for reducing harmonic torque, design of rotor bars and rotor slots, design of end rings and rotor core, wound rotor, calculation of number of rotor slots, number of turns, cross-sectional area of rotor conductors, types of rotor windings, check for rotor tooth density, design of rotor slot and rotor core. Okay, so these are the contents we are going to learn in chapter number 1, that names design of three-phase induction motor. Okay, in chapter 1, that is performance parameters evaluation, which includes no load current calculation, stator and rotor resistance and reactance calculation, circle diagram, dispersion coefficient, effect on maximum output power factor design, high voltage machine, high speed machine, design of submersible motors, numerical problems based on the above topics, computer programs and flow charts based on above topics. Okay, so that's how the chapter 1 ends. Now the next chapter, that is chapter number 2, okay, which includes the design of single phase induction motor, that is design of main dimensions, design of stator, design of rotor, design of auxiliary winding. The next one, that is performance parameter evaluation, which includes rotor resistance, stator resistance, iron loss, friction and windage loss, starting torque, circle diagram, calculation of capacitance for maximum torque. So that's how the second chapter is going to be end. Your third chapter includes design of synchronous machine. So design of synchronous machine, which is having the content output equation and design of main dimension, short circuit ratio, that is also known as SCR, length of air gap and shape of pole face. In armature design, we will going to learn armature winding, that is single layer and double layer, number of armature slots, slot dimensions, length of mean turn, calculation of armature resistance and reactance. Then next, design of field system, that is includes design of magnetic circuit, open circuit characteristic, determination of full load field mmf, design of field winding, determination of direct and quadrature axis synchronous reactance and short circuit characteristics. Okay, so these are the topics which we are going to. So in chapter 3, that is remaining topic is, that is design of turbo alternators, main dimensions, length of air gap, stator and rotor design. Okay, design consideration for low speed alternators and vertically operated alternator, computer programs and flow charts based on above these topics. So that's how the chapter 3 ends. And the chapter 4, which is application of finite element method in design, so which is having introduction to FEM, application of FEM technique for design problems, use of open source FEM software for 2D design, computation of performance parameters of machine using FEM software. Okay, these are the chapter number 4 details of chapter number 4 contents. Okay, so now if we move further, we are having some list of reference books here, so which is very useful to learn this subject. Um from my recommendation, this is the first book, that is a course in electrical machine design, aka Shawnee, which is the basic, or you can say that that is a reference book, main reference book you can consider, which cover your almost 85% syllabus from it, and remaining 15% syllabus you can refer from the electrical machine design by R.K. Agrawal and S.S. Kataria and Sons, design of electrical machines by V.N. Mittal, and design of testing of electrical machine by M.V. Deshpande. Okay, these are the 4 reference book given in the list. And the fifth one, that is electrical machine analysis using finite elements. Okay, so that's how our syllabus of the theory work has to be done throughout the semester. So now here, that is a given list of experiments and open-ended problems. This is the suggestion list from the GTU, which we will going to perform in throughout the semester in our lab session. Okay, so which having the design of 3-phase squirrel cage induction motor, design of 3-phase slip ring induction motor, design of single phase induction motor, design of submersible motor, design of turbo alternator, design of salient pole low speed alternator, and practice problems on open source software, and performance parameters evaluation using FEM software. Okay, so that's how we can complete our learning of design of AC machine through those reference books and through those practicals. GTU also suggested that is a list of open source software learning website. You can go through this software and learn about the design of AC machines. Okay, so students, one by one we will cover all these topics given into the syllabus throughout our lecture series. Okay, thank you very much.